Oh man, what up, man? It's your boy King Moses live from the porch, man. Listen here, man. It's been a lot of crazy stuff going on out here. Ever since this P Diddy stuff been going off or whatever, he got this court case, from some dude or whatever. Soon this is the third one or whatever, I guess. And what I mean, it's just kicked off at the Cassie joint or whatever. It's another one that came out where he was sexually harassing or assaulting some dude or whatever. And the crazy part is, there were names that were put in the lawsuit or redacted, but people could put two and two together. So one of them was like hinted to be Usher. Another one is hinted to be Meek Mill. I don't know how true it is, but it looks real. And this is why I just caution a lot of y'all to stop worshiping these entertainers. Hollywood is a crazy ass place. It's weird. The whole entertainment industry is weird. And it's built on a bunch of gypsy Jezebel theatrics where people had this sickness to be drawn to attention now. And now with social media, it's gotten even more out of control. Like, it's just a whole nother level of addiction of attention, and people willing to do things for it, compromise their body, their mind, their soul, just for attention. So it equivalates to money. But the clout, quote unquote, is more powerful than the money to them. That's what they've been taught to believe. So you got people out here doing a whole bunch of stuff that you would never think that they would be doing, because the way they portray themselves in these musics and songs and interviews and all that, you think that they from where you from, brought up the way you was brought up, and they act the way you act or whatever. They represent you, but they don't. That's a facade. Because you don't know these people behind closed doors. You don't know what they were before they made it famous. You don't know how they are now once they have the fame. You just know what is presented to you. So y'all need to stop worshiping these people, stop quoting these people. You feel what I'm saying? Living by the standards of what they're saying, because it's all bullshit. Okay? Now, this dude Meek Mill has always been a weirdo. He's made good music or whatever at a point in time or whatever. His time is dwindling rapidly, and all that, and his relevancy is going away. So before, when he was hot and popping or whatever, people overlooked a lot of this nonsense and foolishness that this nigga had going on because of the talent, the music, and all that. But once it gets to a point where your talent can't overshadow the bullshit, and then you continue to follow up with unnecessary bullshit to further prove that you are a cornball, a clown, a gump, however you want to call it, a bama, a punk, a blister, goofy, whatever terminology you want to use. When you follow up with stuff that you say or do that further proves the point that you're not who you portray to be, or that you really are what people are saying that you are, that you don't want to portray. Whether you're gay or sissy or punk, zesty, you just telling yourself. The truth eventually comes to the light. So Meek Mill is named in this lawsuit, partying with Diddy, whatever. I mean, and again, I've had these discussions with people about Diddy and all these people associated with Diddy. People ain't gonna keep saying the same thing about you for years and years and years, and there ain't gonna be some type of truth to it. Not gonna say that it's all cap. Not gonna say it's all truth. But it's got to be something when there's a consistent theme that is said about you for a long period of time. And if you're not showing otherwise to dispel that, sometimes it don't even need to be discussed or whatever. It is what it is. Like, you can see it. So you can see that Diddy is zesty and he got some shit going on. And the people that be around him or have been around him have been involved in activities, whatever. That and it's been going on for years, and people just turn the blind eye. And that's what happens when you let these quote unquote powerful people get away with this stuff, and you turn a blind eye, you don't speak out, don't say nothing, and you let this shit snowball to something bigger, more powerful. You can't stop it. When you see bullshit like that, you have to speak out on it. You have to shut this shit down. When you turn a blind eye and you leave it alone, you make people feel that it's okay to do. And the more people feel that it's okay to do, they'll start to do it more and more often, more boldly, and then you get where we're at right now. Where people are now saying enough is enough, and it's about to go down. Same shit happened with R. Kelly. But Meek Mill is named in this lawsuit or whatever, and he's been spotted with fucking Diddy numerous times, and been a bunch of zesty moments. People laughed about it or whatever, kept it moving on it, right? But this shit right here, whatever, Meek Mill has just had a fucking mental conniption or whatever, and just gone on a big ass Twitter rant like he usually does. But I just had enough of this, and I had to speak out on this shit because this is out of control. So I posted up a couple of shits that I seen on Twitter, whatever. He's beefing with DJ Academics right now, who's been on his case and calling him out, and rightfully so. And then now he's directing his attention to him and threatening him. And one of the main things that I said about gypsy niggas is they'll do shit like this where they'll try to portray that they're tough or commit crimes and do stuff on camera or on a social media platform for everyone to see. If you are like that, you're not going to be trying to do this stuff or whatever for validation of other people. If you're going to go do something or whatever, your objective would be not to have people know it happened or not get caught. But this is the problem that is going on right now in the world, where it's been the reverse, where now it's more popular to do shit like this on camera. It started when, and I ain't talking about just like a regular fight or whatever, but, you know what I mean? We talking about full out committed crimes where niggas want to shoot niggas on camera and show it off or whatever, to be on World Star or fucking go viral or whatever the case may be. Like they think this shit is cool and fun because niggas out here are promoting this shit, and they see their big homie rapper niggas doing this shit or whatever, and they think that that's the thing to do. And it's not. It's gypsy shit. It ain't as cool, whatever, when you get locked up or whatever, and then they pulling this video out of you doing this shit. And niggas thinking they slick, trying to speak in codes and do all this bullshit, thinking they fucking Italian mobsters. This shit is not a fucking game. And this is why I tell y'all, stop listening to these rapper niggas. Listen to their music for entertainment and motivation purposes only, whatever. But know that this is not real. This ain't fucking real. These people are not fucking real. They're not role models, niggas. Wake up. So, this nigga Meek Mill is out here threatening people, whatever, and basically niggas is coming up with these fucking, like unearthing old ass fucking tweets and wild ass zesty moments where he said dumb shit, and niggas always try to do the most to try to get engagement or attention on Twitter. And just saying wild shit like they think it's cool, and because they're in their own world and thinking like I'm cool enough to just say some wild shit and it be the new trend. You feel what I'm saying? And also too, niggas like Meek Mill that want to portray this tough guy fucking mentality, whatever, will easily be influenced by gypsy Jezebel bedwenches like Nicki Minaj, and they start getting zesty and shit or whatever. And then as soon as they're not with them, then you got the girls clowning them about, oh, you're not a real man or whatever. Well, you let this gypsy Jezebel bedwitch influence your life to a point where now you act in a way or whatever that's not becoming of a real nigga, and you getting clowned for it. So you didn't have to do this shit in the first place. You could have just been you and did what you wanted to do with or whatever, and then if you go on your way, whatever, you just go on your way. But you got turned out now, boy. And y'all niggas better wake up and pay attention, man. But look, here's one tweet that just popped out to me crazy, whatever, because if this is not the most I'm gay, but I'm trying to portray like I'm not gay tweet, comment I've ever heard. This shit just stuck out to me like a sore thumb. So obviously niggas is accusing him of being gay. So instead of him just saying, man, this shit ain't true, whatever, da da da, and leaving it alone or whatever, or whatever, I'm not addressing it. Cool. But again, if there's some truth to this shit or whatever, this shit gonna bother you, whatever. You're gonna try to overcompensate to try to prove your point, and it ain't working. So this nigga just puts, when I got a girl around me, I'm fucking her twice a day. Loud. Ask some of your favorites. Pussy don't control me, but it's like a high. One love to the gay people, but that juicy pussy do it for me. I didn't ran red lights to get that feeling. Y'all weird on here like devils. I mean, if this is not the most gypsy nigga shit I've ever heard, man. Like, oh yeah, you just this shit just weird. I don't even really have to explain this shit even more, whatever. But that shit is clear. And then while I'm talking, whatever, I'm gonna go to the other fucking shit where they just talking about Meek Mill is not a real person and how he's been in compromising situations. Just look like a fucking weirdo ass nigga, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, this is what happens when niggas do the most for attention. You're not yourself or whatever. And even if this is yourself or whatever, then just understand that you just a weird nigga or whatever, and that's it. But sometimes niggas just be doing the most or whatever. They just, and I see niggas do this shit all the time, and they get mad at me when I call niggas out for this shit or whatever, acting like this, doing this shit or whatever, posting bullshit or whatever to make it seem like there's somebody that they ain't. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you just need to, like, you don't feel comfortable in your own skin, and it has to do something with your upbringing where you didn't feel as loved or valued when you were younger, and you wanted to fucking get validation from other people that you didn't get it. And then now, since you got a little bit of money and you got famous or whatever, you want to take advantage of it to the most part or whatever, and you just look weird doing it. Like, you're a tryhard. You're a fucking gypsy nigga that's trying to do the most. You're not even being yourself. It's not even funny. It's sad. It's fucking sad. It's like, what are you doing? But then now you're influencing other niggas that are being raised by single mothers or don't have fucking strong male figures in their life to be like, yeah, well, this popular nigga doing, Meek Mill doing this shit, I need to be like this. It's cool. It's okay. Because he's still getting attention from the women and getting love from the streets. So I need to be like this. I need to do weirdo shit like this. It's okay. And I'm not saying you don't need to have, you can't be silly and enjoy life or whatever, but it just seems like when you try to do shit on purpose to look a certain way, you just fucking look weird. You don't have to be a gypsy. Sometimes you could just do shit or whatever just for the fuck of it or whatever and not have to worry about fucking posting shit and getting people's response of, nobody needs to care about this shit. Like, why are you posting shit like this? Like, what are you talking about? What are you doing? But this is what y'all enable. And this is why I pray for these kids, because it's gonna be more and more kids that's growing up like this or whatever. And it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse, man. That's all I got to say, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, comment, share, all that other shit. You know me, man. I'm all for the know, not the show, man. It's your boy K Moses, live from the porch, man. I'm out.